Unmute the mic.
The mic. The mic.
Unmute
The mic.
unmute.
The mic.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
To this day, I do this thing where I pretend to be a woman. You know, break my wrist, dip my hip, make my voice go to a higher pitch like, hey girl, hey. And people get a kick out of it. Tell me, truth, you play way too much. And just from that response, it proves that when it comes to my feminine, I must be out of touch. And they tell me I give them more faggy than female. Tell me I'm too rough around the edges to ever be the center of any man's attention. Tell me that my personality is too strong. That my fit is too unfit to fit the description of a misfit because they don't see where the misfit, so I must be labeled as anything other than myself. Tell me that on my quest for comfort I will be questioned. That they need proof of what my clothes conceal, but see, I'm too private to undress for this gender reveal. So I turned Mulan. Before I ever could become anyone's Moulin Rouge, I became the theme song, I'll make a man out of you, protecting me and my family's honor. See, when my facade became armor, I stopped wondering why my reflection was someone I didn't know. And when I allowed my alter ego to deny myself the value of what my gem carries, I became the mask with no one to stop me, all green in the face, cloaked in camouflage, because the streets of my childhood was so ghetto that there was no safe space for this black girl to orbit, that I became Hidden Figures. So much so that I practically disappeared. You know, it was the first time I ever believed in black girl magic. When I allowed the her in me to disappear. And there was no act to follow this crisis. So it left me blaming myself. Left me blaming God for being so indecisive, because I promise you, I wore innocence like a child. You know, even when I became a part of the movement, you know, before I could ever get the Me Too out, I wore innocence like a child. For every role I was given when we played house, I wore innocence like a child. For every hoop dream I had to have the balls for. See, I wasn't groomed to lay my head down. I had to be hardcore. A topic that's too taboo to talk about until someone pulls your card, just to be all broad and talk around what it truly is. See, this was more than a game to me. It was me conforming to a narrative, a lifestyle that nobody wants to unpack but accuses me of. But who's to blame the lack of protection? Or the sea of men that came with it. So naturally, it birthed this image. You know, one I tried to deny, but I got so much love for the way they viewed me that I had to subscribe. So I wore him like pride. Wore him until I wore him out. Until my shoulders could no longer be broad. Until I hurt my heart beating my chest. Until her voice became too loud to be suppressed. Until I honed in and accepted maturity in this moment, who said, when home is your own skin, you'll know how to be addressed. And I became a mess, realizing that my identity wasn't telling me that I was in crisis. My identity was telling me to cry, sis. For there is joy in this morning, that there could be no resurrection without this death. That discovery is a good grief, because good grief, it has been a journey to get here, where I am clear of who I am, where I can stand face to face with the reflection of the little girl that I long ago left behind, and apologize for not trusting her with the gifts that I had masculinized. So from this day, I will no longer do that thing where I pretend to be what I already am. I will choose to live, revealing the best parts of her in all of its extremities, carrying myself like the bag God must have been in when he made me. See, I keep acting like the pain don't hurt, like my soul ain't tired, knowing that the devil's heat couldn't dry my pillow at night, but it's okay, cause the tears gonna come, and my spirit gonna cry. And my feet not gonna move forward sometimes. Times. I keep acting like the pain don't hurt. Like my soul ain't tired. Knowing that the devil's heat couldn't dry my pillow at night. But it's okay, cause the tears gonna come. And my spirit gonna cry. And my feet not gonna move forward sometimes. Times. See, this was me talking to myself in the mirror. Cause unhappy couldn't be more clearer with this fake smile. I'm only one more second from a breakdown, but I spend it saving others from their meltdown. You ever been suicidal? Saving everyone else from their demons while you still fighting the ones inside you? Preaching, telling someone else that they got so much to live for, but when it comes to yourself, you don't even know what you're here for. I guess it's a catch-22. That even though I couldn't live for me, I existed for the purpose of saving you. And to tell you the truth, see, I'm done with my selfless, my selfish wants to know who's gonna come for me. Cause see, my soul is tired and in dire need of love that requires some company. I'm exhausted trying to love myself enough for everybody. I'm exhausted trying to love myself enough for me. So sometimes I just sit and I spark a leaf for all those that fall every season but never leave. And I keep acting like the pain don't hurt. Like my soul ain't tired, knowing that the devil's heat couldn't dry my pillow at night. But it's okay, cause the tears gonna come. And my spirit gonna cry. Yeah, and my feet not gonna move forward sometimes. Times. I keep acting like the pain don't hurt. Like my soul ain't tired, knowing that the devil's heat couldn't dry my pillow at night. But it's okay, cause the tears gonna come. And my spirit gonna cry. Yeah, and my feet not gonna move forward sometimes. Times. So be stronger for your strong friends. Have compassion for your weak friends. And check on all the ones who all of a sudden went MIA. Because at the center of being broken, there is always an okay.